Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Lucas, and this is Doing the Deal. And as we get after it today, we are going to look at a system overview, as well as getting our system set up and our tent behind us, and hopefully our seeds started. On our previous video, we made our dirt grow medium. If you're interested in that, I'll put the link up here in the top. But today, our focus is getting our system set up. In previous videos, we have exclusively used Spider Farmer, and we are going to be moving away from Spider Farmer. The only thing we are going to be using from Spider Farmer is the two lights, and that's going to be it. We are also, I apologize, we have a blower that we're going to use as well. That's going to help push fresh air into our tent, all right? So ultimately, I was using, let me see, I got them right here, 2 Spider Farmer controllers, blower, lights. And then in addition to that, it's cold. We're up here in New England. It is March 30th and it snowed last night and it's freezing rain right now. We're sitting at about 31. So needless to say, it is very cold in my basement. So we needed a heater. And when we did, we jumped in on an AC infinity heater and it was great. So we had our 2 controllers working separately from one another. And we had our heater that we were attempting to control our temperature in our tent, along with a Spider Farmer humidifier. So they're all 4 of these things are all working independently, and we couldn't just dial it quite in. So what we're going to do is we're trading all of those out for the AC Infinity one. So we're going to be using the AC Infinity Smart Controller, the blower that comes with it that powers the controller. Right? I tried to see if I can get an adapter to use for the Spider Farmer blowers, but I couldn't find one, so I just jumped in, got the AC Infinity blower and the controller. We're then going to be able to plug into that our heater as well as our humidifier, and all of these things are going to be connected and working in conjunction. We're going to use one sensor for all of these, and we're going to be predominantly monitoring a VPD, and that's what we're going to get after. So total overview, those are the things we want to get set up today, and hopefully get everything running. Our goal is to grow 2 plants underneath each of these lights for a total of 4 plants in our 5x10. We're going to grow 4 hot peppers with the goal of making fermented hot sauce. We're all from Johnny Selected Seeds, love them. We've got a Jedi, which is a hybrid pepper. Helios, these are super fantastic. These are the habanero type that we grew before. Super tasty, super abundant. We got Bottle Rocket. This is like a cayenne type of pepper that I'm super excited to try. And then we've got a Flaming Flare. We're gonna grow our bell peppers and our sweet peppers outside in our garden. So we'll have our 4 hot peppers here. So hopefully by the end of the video today, we'll be able to get this all rocking and rolling, show you what we got cooking. We're using the Spider Farmer lights. Everything else will be AC Infinity. We're still getting after the Grow Ace by Grow Cube, which I really do enjoy. We're using new bags. I've got some right from Grow Ace. We used the other ones for a decent amount of time. And we scraped them and cleaned them and washed them and did all of those things, but eventually they just start wearing down. They're like felt. So we got some new ones. We're gonna do that. Other things with the Grow Ace, I am no longer using their collapsible reservoir. I will show you what we made out of a tote that I find far easier for me to fill up, get my nutrients in, and then do my water changes and all of those things. We had some pump failure, but I think that on my part, if you've seen any of the previous videos, I think that's just like a maintenance thing that you need to do when you do your reservoir changes, is to clean your pumps out. So that's something we started to do, but I did have to order a new pump because I failed one. But once again, I view that as a user error on my part. So without any further ado, let's get after it. Let's get all of our peripherals all set up and take a look and go from there. All right guys, here we go. I think we've got everything where we wanted it and plugged in and things of this nature. We'll go over here step by step right quick. A little hand tied because of where our outlets were. In hindsight, I thought they were good, but 'tis what it is. So we'll start, we've relocated, and it's not in the best. I also don't have an AC Infinity deal, it already fell. All right, here's the hub, here's our controller. We have all of our peripherals running in, blower, lights, humidifier, heater, as well as our probe. This is all a mess, but yeah, it's quite a bit of stuff. So we'll start off here. We got our heater, super good, coming right inside. There's our humidifier. We set up our blower over here, running the 2 Spider Farmer lights. I was able to use the Spider Farmer lights. They have a, just like this, type A, fits the silly phone cables. And on the other end is that UIS plug that they have. All right, so we're gonna constantly be having our blower run out. We've got another Spider Farmer blower over here that we're gonna run to constantly provide our fresh air. We're gonna try to match it so that we don't have a too big of a negative pressure, or too big of a positive pressure. Try to just kind of equalize it out. This is what we're looking like for our placement. We've got our brain down there. And then here's this water tub that I'll show you that we're using instead of the collapsible tubs, the collapsible tanks. So I took one of these deals from Home Depot, got tons of them from when we moved out here. Same grommets, same elbows, connectors, same stuff you all get right in here, right into there. And get our pump right at the bottom. I've got marks on this side, 10 gallons, 15 gallons, 20 gallons. So I know what is cooking. It's easier, it's smaller. I found that the pipes in the collapsible reservoirs always held water and got really gross. Other things within our reservoir, we do run our air stones, and then we run a fountain pump on the side or the bottom or wherever it is to constantly make sure that our water is constantly moving. All right, so there's that. Here's our water supply of our fresh water. One of the things I do need to get after is changing our water filters on our water system. I'll post a link to our whole water filtration system up above if you're interested. But then we've got it right here. All right, we're not gonna get water in the system today, but I think what we'll do next is we'll get our bags in there. We'll get our dirt in there with the ultimate goal of starting our seeds directly in said space. So let's get after it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got it all. Wires and cables are still gonna be a work in progress, but that's all good. We've got our dirt in, got the lights on so we can see. We have planted our 4 different peppers. We've also started 4 additional, the same 4, in our tent, along with the stuff that we are gonna get for outside veggies and things of that nature. All right, well, there you have it. Let's flip this around and get after some final thoughts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We've got our seeds planted. We've got the system up and running. Now we will shut the lights off and germinate in the dark, but we've got our AC Infinity controller set at a VPD of 0.6. Heater's running, humidifier's running. No water in the system. We will hand water until we get some stuff to sprout. Now, just in case we jack it all up, we have started some seeds elsewhere. In addition to that, we have our blower right up here, set at the same level, blowing out as our fresh air blower that's over here coming in. Now, we could probably just open a fresh air vent, but I find that the air down here doesn't really move around a lot and is very stagnant. So we're choosing to use a blower because we got a couple extra at this point. So that's that. At this point, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, they are welcome. Please post them down below. If you like what you liked and you like what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. If you would like to follow along on our epic journey of indoor gardening exploration, that'd be fantastic. Mash that subscribe button. Hopefully we get back at you next time on the other side of the internet with some plant in our deal, and we start taking a look at how that's all cooking. So as always, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend.